Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to more content on the channel. Today's video, we're gonna play some more Rise crossover. So the game got a mini update just yesterday. We're gonna hop on it today and check it out and see what it's all about. I have been AFKing for like the past 14-15 hours or so I should have some good gains on my account right now. And to be honest with you guys, with the state of the game being what it is right now, I'm excited to see what they actually plan to do this weekend. I think that's gonna dictate whether or not the game's gonna continue to see a success or if it's gonna gradually keep declining as it has been. So nonetheless, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you want to continue to see more content in this game, just drop a like on the video, show some love to your boy. Alrighty guys, as you guys can see, we have Jinwoo as our avatar. I actually ended up changing it. You guys know typically I rock Beru, but you know, since we got a Monarch for the first time in the last video, I thought it'd be cooler to actually run around with Jinwoo. I don't know about you guys, but I think it would be pretty cool if they actually allowed us to choose whether we wanted like the shadow skin or the regular skin for the characters, because as it is right now, if you go into skins, you can only use like the shadow version of each thing that you have. But would have been nice to actually choose like the actual model itself if you didn't want the shadow like color or aura, whatever the case is. So anyway, first things first, you know, we're gonna go ahead and dive into a couple of weapons here. So I think we have enough to buy about 30 or so sacred malls. We'll see how far that gets us. It should get us a decent amount, to be honest with you. And there you go. I guess the first thing I can show you guys out of this update is the fact that if we go into stats over here and we go into level, our level, max level wise, has increased to level 200 now, and our stat cap has also increased as well. So if we have 64 you know, weapon mastery at level 32, excuse me, you can only imagine at level 200 how many stat points you're gonna have. That should be more or less about 400. So that is a tremendous difference. Now ironically, this skins menu that I actually showed you guys here is actually new with this update, right? They added in this skins menu. A cool change or fix I think that they implemented into the game is that we are now able to successfully type in N+ into our characters. Last time, you guys know, when I played the game, I was not able to do this, but now we are able to, so we can see what M+ ranked units or champions, shadows, whatever you want to call them, are actually going to deal as far as damage and ult damage. So that's pretty nice that we finally are able to visualize this. With that being said, let me check out what this unit at M+ is doing over here, because we saw what Jinwoo was doing. Oh my gosh, brother. Filthy, brother. Filthy. What about Weasel? Hold on, let me see. Oh, Wasil, whatever you want to call her. Is it gonna be more than 10? Oh, it's not gonna be more than 10, but that's still pretty good though. Pretty nice. Oh, and I just wanted to clarify this because I was yapping. So remember when we were talking about level and stat points, right? The max stat cap right now is 150. So just want to let you guys know, 150 is the max stat cap. Max level, excuse me, like I said, is 200 though. Now with the quest, they finally added main quest into the game. So now you'll have 3 tabs, which are main quest, daily quest, weekly quest. Main quests are the entire reason behind the addition of the quest system, supposedly, right? If I remember correctly. So now if we follow this quest line, it should get us to about like level 51-ish, 53-ish, something like that. And I guess we can do that together in this video once we get a couple of things out of the way. But this is the main quest line. We got a couple of goodies after completing this stuff, as you guys can see. So just make sure you're on that. Now, obviously, as Pyda has said before, this is just the tip of the iceberg with this system. Like, ideally, they want to have things kind of like do this, do that, and you can get like, who knows, a guaranteed N+ ranked shadow or something, or really OP weapon, you know, things like that. That's pretty cool. Additionally, if I go into guilds now, as you guys can see, we have a total size of 80 members for the guild. My boy Tariq has been kicking a couple of people because they have not been doing anything. They've been leeching, so that's why we're at 70 out of 80. As you guys can see in the upgrades over here, we are maxed out on more players, so they've added in 5 additional player slots. Make sure you get those upgrades. They're not that expensive, and you'll have up to 80 people in the guild. Also, additionally, just to correct myself again, you will actually get from like base level to level 55 just by completing all of the new main quests that they've added into the game. So that's pretty cool. If you guys take a look at the water now, the water has an animation to it, and if that bothers you guys, you can simply go into settings and right down into water animation. You can disable it or enable it as you guys would like. All right, guys, before we do anything else, we're gonna head down into solo leveling city, and we are actually gonna go ahead and you know, enchant, upgrade, fuse, whatever you want to call it, some of the weapons that we have on us right now. All right, fellas, as you can see, we're going to enchants here. We're going to go into the upgrader. We're going to select all of our malls, and we're going to click auto upgrade. Let's do that real quick. Then we'll do a couple of the D ranks here. I hope we can at least get up to like B rank, maybe A rank. if we're lucky. Actually, no, I think B. Yeah, B's gonna be our. Oh man, that sucks. I thought I would have at least been able to, excuse me, to get into B rank, but. All right, here we go. So we just made our weapon a B rank weapon. At B rank, the weapon does 9.34 key base. So that's up from like 4 key, which should make our weapon like once, hopefully, if we get an enchant to 8 on it, right? Sharpness 8, maybe do like around 90 something ish key damage. So that's pretty good if I happen to say so myself. Let's go ahead and go into enchant. And let's try our luck, right? We're gonna take up 77 rare powder dust and 23 million gems for this. Let's see if we get lucky. Okay. Okay. And not really. Okay, there you go. So yeah, 91 million up from 48 million. Key, I think that's really good. It's unfortunate we didn't get anything else. Just sharpness 8, but I'll take sharpness 8 just as a default any day. Any time of the day, my brother. So effectively, we should now be killing things twice as fast when we happen to go ahead and AFK in the new Kaidama city or whatever, the Don map that they added in. So I haven't used this quest code, but you know, if you guys have, then GG's. If you guys haven't, make sure you use this quest code and it'll give you some rewards. This is pretty cool, right? So our first main quest is to arise a shadow. If you don't know how to arise a shadow, you can actually press this little bell icon here and it'll show you the tutorial as to how to actually arise a shadow. So I think that's a pretty cool addition. So let's go ahead and turn on auto arise, and there you go. We should have been able to complete that quest. So now let's just go ahead and claim here. I think they should have added quests or a quest tracker like somewhere on the right hand side of the screen next to like damage or above damage. I don't know, something like that. That way we can just click claim or complete here, and then it'll get you like. So what I meant to say is, like, you see how we have our Sundu duel? Like, we should be able to like click this button here and it'll add it as our tracked quest. And then once that quest is tracked and you complete it, you can click claim. If that's a sequential quest, then the next quest will automatically populate here because you're already tracking it, right? And I think that would be a pretty nice quality of life update to this quest system. But anyway, ironically, the next quest was just to defeat 10 of these NPCs, which we already did. So let's do that. Now it's telling us that we need to buy our first weapon. Yeah, these rewards are pretty generous, yo. I'm not gonna lie, twin. Pretty generous rewards. So let's buy that. We got that done. All right, what's up next? Oh, next we have 2. Okay, we gotta upgrade a weapon and we gotta defeat 15 Gonshi. Do I even have any weapons on me to just like... Oh yeah, ironically I do. All right, well, let's do this. There you go. We upgraded that weapon, and then we gotta find this Gonshi NPC, which I forget if it's the red hair dude. No. Oh, it's the association something. I forget. Leader or whatever. All right, guys, we got these quests done. So let's go ahead and turn them in. Go ahead and claim this one first, and then this one. So now it wants us to enchant a weapon. Then we got to defeat 15 Deix. So let's defeat 15 Deix first, which I forget even who these characters are, but we'll figure it out. Oh, I think it's this guy. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, now the brute enemies are easily discernible amongst regular enemies. So before, I used to call these guys like mini bosses, as a big version of the NPC, and they're just brutes. So now if you look at their title or their name, you guys will actually see that it says, you see Deix brutes, and then the normal ones are just regular Deix. So I think that's a pretty cool update. All right, chat, so we killed 15 of those dudes. Now we got to go back over here and actually go ahead and enchant one of our weapons. So we'll do some of the lower tiered weapon. Actually, can we do a common? Yeah, there you go. So I don't have to waste any of my, you know. Ooh, what the heck? What is this stat roll? What the hell, bro? On a common, twin? Come on, bro. Wow, that was a really good stat roll on a common. That's insane. Okay, anyways, we got these quests done. So let's go ahead and do this. Now we got to defeat 15 Longing. So Longing is actually the red hair dude. This should be pretty easy because there's a whole lot of him, as you guys can see. So I'm gonna just show why my shadows do all the work. All right, guys, we got that done. Let's click claim here, and now we have to step into a leveling dungeon and show your strength. Okay, so we just gotta clear a dungeon. We got a solo rune and a rank up rune. That's pretty nice. And now we have to defeat Anders. Who the hell is Anders? This guy? No. Oh, Anders is this guy. What the heck? So I think this dude is all the way back over here, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah, we have a couple of him down over here. And as for the dungeon, there's ironically a dungeon in Leveling City, apparently. Yo, can you imagine it was a double dungeon? And I'm over here just like, wait, hold on a minute. Bro, you're joking. All right. Well, let's get this done real quick. So it obviously isn't a double dungeon, but it is an S-rank dungeon nonetheless. So we'll just get this done real quick and, you know, get this quest completed. All right, chat, here we go, man. Yo, Icarus still looks really cool, bro. I feel like he has one of the best models in this entire game, dude. I'm not gonna lie. All right, there you go. We got that done. Easy, baby. Well, that's interesting. So the winter raid just started as well. I'm actually going to try out the winter raid with the new weapon that we have to see if we can finally maybe start getting some drops to AFK on that map, but I don't know. We'll see, I guess. All right, so we got both of these quests completed. Let's turn them in. And it says you've earned stats. Allocate them wisely. And then we got to defeat Largalon, which is this guy up here. Let me go ahead and do this real quick too while we're at it. So I don't know if we really do have stats, do we? Oh, we do have stats to allocate. All right, there you go. Okay, guys, we got both of these quests done, so let's turn them in. And now we got to defeat 5 brutes. I might as well just do this too before we leave, because this might be the end of the quest lines for the stuff in Soul Leveling City. So I think it's just like 5 random brutes. I don't even think it matters what brute it is. They just want you to kill 5 brutes. Yeah, and indeed, it's just 5 regular ones. Okay, or well, random ones. All right, so this one is going to be the last one. Let's go ahead and claim this. Find your way out. Time to leave the world, secure your ship, and explore beyond. We gotta buy a ship now. Yo. Not bad at all, bro. There should be a whole lot less people saying like, oh man, I don't know how to play the game, you know, this, that, and the third, you know. All right, we got that done. Now we got to set our spawn point is using the grass village, but before we do that, let's do this winter raid stuff. So let's go down over here. All right, chat, moment of truth, man. Let's see how good we're gonna be doing right now. All right, I'll tell you what, we are one tapping the high elves now. That's pretty good. Okay, so here we go, and here's Laruda. Yo, we're actually damaging Laruda now. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so now we can actually start like getting drops from these guys, I would say. So I know this always says this is like shadow damage, but I think maybe it does weapon damage. If it doesn't do weapon damage, I think they definitely need to add in a 2 times weapon damage boost or whatever, 50%, because I think these are 50% shadow damage boost potions. So they should add in like a 50% like weapon damage boost potion. That would help out a lot. So I'm actually just gonna solo this. We should be able to do this, and I really don't know if we'll be able to do the snow monarch by itself, but maybe we can. I don't know. We'll see. But man, it's crazy, chat, how we were not able to put a dent in on this guy before, and now like we can literally solo this. Like, this is cool. Oh, and I think that's the mount right over here too. Let me go ahead and kill this guy off. Did we get him? Okay. I don't know. Did we get that amount? Right, let me see. No, we didn't get that. I don't know, was he a shadow or is he a mount? I don't get it. All right, I'm not gonna lie, chat, this is taking a lot longer than I expected, so I just, you know, put the link for the Discord, I mean for the server in the Discord, so these guys are all gonna come in and possibly outdo me in terms of damage, but at least I'll get something out of Larura, I would hope. Then maybe the snow monarch after that. Oh good, these guys actually are not doing an insane amount of damage. That's, well, okay. Yeah, there's a guy that came in here that did just an absurd amount of damage, so very unfortunate. And what the hell? Why did the snow monarch not pop up? I don't know, chat. Your boy's a little too out of touch with these things nowadays. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how people actually ended up getting like a bunch of the Laruda daggers, or however you pronounce it, because I know that you can, or at least you could have, you know, had one of those guys spawn in every 30 minutes, but like, bro, like, I've attempted that winter raid a fair bit of times, and I just can never get a drop, you know? All right, so we got our next quest done, which is just to set our spawn point. It just seems that the quests are literally going to be just like a matter of going to all these different areas and just progressing through them. Like, kill this NPC, kill that NPC, kill the brutes, etc., etc. So we got that done. Now, wow. Never mind. So some of these are going to take some time to get done, because you're gonna have to wait until a dungeon for a specific world actually spawns in, and yeah, and then go from there. So, all right, well, we got our fair bit of grinding to do, even with these main quest lines.